Welcome back, friends and viewers. And right, guys, things have gotten kind of peculiar right now. We have decided to get ourselves a 3D printer. So what happens when a guitarist, wannabe aspiring guitarist, gets a 3D printer? Well, the first thing he has to do is kind of figure out a way he can actually make some of these. I think it's a good idea. I love these. I normally use the Jim Dunlop Triple D's 0.88 millimeter. Can we make this on our 3D printer? A similar one, right? What does it sound like? That's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at it. Suppose the first thing would be take some measurements, right? I do have this little machine here. It looks like a dinosaur. No. All right, let's take a look here, guys. How thick is the top part of this thing? All right, it's coming in at 24.9 millimeters. All right, we got that. Let's take a look at the other side. I've got to write it down, right? Sideways. We'll make it 25 millimeters. Yeah. Sideways. Let's see what's going on this way now. Yeah, it's gonna be, hey. $29.5. 29.5 millimeters. Okay, now we can't measure this arc here. Or I have no idea. I mean, you can, but I have no idea. I'll try to replicate that in the program. And then thickness-wise, I'm pretty sure 0.5. Let's take a look. Put it here as well. And thickness-wise, boom. I don't know how accurate this thing is. It says 1.14. 1.14. Well, it's not. It's 0.8. It says it. But, you know, it's good enough. So we're going to make ours 1 anyway. We're going to make ours thickness. Yeah, we're going to make ours roughly 1 millimeter. Yeah, that's good enough. Does this pass our... Yeah. I'm signing this off. Yeah, it's good. We got this. All right, so bear with me with this one here. We're going to be using a program called Onshape. It's a remarkably brilliant, it's an amazing program. You got to pay for it, but you can use it for free. The only thing is, if you use it for free, your designs are available, publicly open, and anybody can download them. I don't mind that because I'm just using it for learning, and I have no idea what I'm doing anyway, so it's all good. But the way I kind of figure out we're going to design this platform, right, is we're going to start off with the midpoint line here. So let's just start with a mid-line, with a line like this. We're going to make it a 25, right? 25 millimeters. And then we're going to do the other one, which is the top one. Right, and I think that was 29 point, where were we? 29.5, yes. 29.5. All right, now, I measured the gap. There's something else here, right? And that is the gap between the top and the bottom. There's a discrepancy here because we've got these lines here, but now this line has to be 6 millimeters from this point here, right? From the top point. I'll explain to you guys why just now. So the only way I can figure out how to do that, I'm going to use a constraint. So I'm going to take a dimension, I'm going to click it on here and back to the center point, right? And I'm going to make that 6 millimeters. Right, we're going to get some error here now because that's it's coinciding with, because we did a midpoint, right? So I can actually just delete this over here. If I delete that, this little piece here, I think, right? Let's take that off. And I want to delete this guy. Well, that wasn't the one. Delete this guy. There we go. All right, so now it has moved it back down here. So that's kind of the first step. We've got the top cross here, we've got here. So that is great, right? Let's just re-enable the... Yeah, I think now we've reframed them again, which is what we need, right? Because we want this to stay like this. Okay, the next step would be, I suppose, to get a spline, right? So we're going to get a spline. And let's draw in our spline here, which will be to the points. Okay, this is looking great. Now here's the thing, we want to create some kind of this is just too right down here. So on spline, I think you can add points. So I'm going to add a point about here. Maybe I should do a line across here to kind of feel even here, right? One here and one on this side. Okay, now these should be controllable. So if we can move these to the right place, it should look incredibly similar to the real platform. Escape, so we move that out. That's kind of close. No. It's kind of finicky moving it, right? You got to wait a few seconds and then just grab it again and there. Now it's moving. I suppose about there. You can do this kind of thing, right? So you're just going to create the right. That looks about right. That definitely looks about very close to the real plectrum. Very, 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 very close. I think that's good enough. I kind of feel that looks very close. Okay, let's just be a little bit cautious, right? A little bit luck. Let's try to get some metrics up to make these two sides perfect. Now this might break everything. So if it does, I'm going to keep it the way it is. But now in theory, if we measure this from here to here, right, it's 17.8. Okay, so if I measure you to you, we want to have some equality, right? 17.7. Okay, so let's make it 17.8, right? And we'll make this one as well 17.8. So they're kind of exactly the same. So now they're both exactly the same down, and I think that's good to go. I think that's good to go. I mean, we could do the same thing for the midpoint of them, but I don't think it's that important. I think this is good. I think we got it. We got it. Okay. The next step would be, of course, now we're going to just say okay. So that's going to become a sketch. And now we can use the middle mouse button and no, the mouse button to go out here. Oh, that is beautiful. All right, that's a step in the right direction. We don't need this here, and we don't need that there. That's just okay. So we're going to grab this little bugger now. We're going to say we're going to extrude it, and we're going to extrude it about 1 millimeter. So we're good at that. 1 millimeter. Boom. We got that happening there as well. Excellent. Okay, so we've got a 1 millimeter thick platform. Let's keep that. Excellent. Okay, so 1 millimeter. Nice, nice. Okay, the next thing to do is just create a small little bit of a chamfer. I think they call it a chamfer, right? A chamfer. And we're just going to chamfer the top and the bottom, right? Keep that as well. So that's going to give it this, yeah, it's going to give it this little edge here, which once again is cool. Okay, so now we got the design. It's not perfect, but it's it's better than I expected I was ever going to get it. All right, guys, we've got the basic shape down. Now, here's the thing on the resin printer. The resin printer's got a very, very, very kind of like rough feel to it. So it's kind of like a clay rough kind of feel to it. So I don't think I need to put the little grids and everything else inside. It's I think this is good enough. We could actually just add some text to this and everything else, and just you know, we could do that as well, just for fun. But I think we're good to roll. I think we're good to roll. I'm just going to call it JD. And add that there. Let's just All right, we got that there. Now, let's just extrude that, right? I think 0.2 view. Well, top view. There we go. And we're good. Okay, so now what we'll do with this file is, if I'm not mistaken, we're just going to say, you can actually go to your part here, right? So let's just click on the white piece here. So we've got nothing else selected, I think. Let's go to the part, click on it and say export. Okay, we're going to export this as an STL. Binary is fine, millimeters is fine, yes, download it, of course, STL. We're going to call it plug. Yeah, plug. All right, export it. And there we go, file has come in. All right, this is an STL file, which means it's actually ready to print. So next program, we don't stop there because we do have the Anycube printer. So what we're gonna do right now is open up the, all right, now guys, we are at Anycube Photon Workshop. So we're gonna bring those models into here. Just gonna go find them, we download them, and we can actually import them directly into this program. We're nearly there. We're one step away from actually getting ready to print. This does raise a lot of questions. How are we going to print it, right? Considering we actually put the name on both sides of the plectrum, it's going to be interesting. So, okay, you can just drag and drop your STL straight into here, and there it is. There is your little design waiting to be printed. Of course, this is not going to print now. This is straight on the plate. So now this is, I mean, I've only done 3 prints with this printer. So I would not be a pro at this whatsoever. And I do want to take a look at the other programs that exist out there. But there's apparently a lot of cool programs. But I suppose the best thing to do would be to, what I've seen, right, is basically just to rotate it somewhere to this degree here. It will make the print time a lot longer. Yeah, that looks about right. And even give it a bit more, like this kind of rotation. That's what everybody does, right? They do this kind of weird rotation. A lot of them say it's about 45 degrees, somewhere there. This is very close to 45 degrees. And I don't know enough about supports and everything else, so I'll just go with normal supports. But this is not anyway trying to tell you guys how to do this stuff, because believe you me, I'm a total scrub, right? I'm going to go with heavy supports and auto-generate them, see what it comes up with, and let's see what she does here. And that is a lot of supports. That is a lot of supports. Does it need so many supports to keep it straight? I suppose it does, right? If you only just rotate it a bit more, give it a bit more rotation. If we make it stand up, I don't think standing up would be good, right? Let's rotate it just a bit more to about here. That's a lot there. Okay, and let's just give it supports now. You see, as soon as you make it stand up, it's actually standing on its own weight, which definitely makes the supports a lot less. So, but it could become a very, very broken model. So, I mean, basically, okay, so as an experiment, I want to try something else. I'm going to actually make it even more like this. I'm going to make it stand like this. And then we'll generate supports again. I mean, this is going to be interesting, right? So basically, the only support she's got is in the middle. This to me looks like a felt for it, for sure. I mean, manually edit. I wouldn't mind putting some supports just around like that, right? Just to give it a bit more of a support on top there. Definitely worried about this part here, right? The bars there, this part here. It should be fine. Let's once again preview it. It's looking good. Save the slice file. Okay, now this is going to make it a specific file. This is a PX, I think 6S. This is for the Anycube, but I'm pretty sure this varies. Unless you got one similar to mine, it is a very good selling one. Gonna go to 3D prints, and I'm just gonna save it here. Okay, and that's done. Next step would just be to copy that across to our USB. I've got this little design, temporary, right? Got an extractor fan, so you can take out all the air. Still needs a lot of work, but it's a step. It's the beginning. It definitely works quite well. I've got a fan here on the back going towards the outside, right? Anyway, let's get the lid off. I think we've got enough space. Yeah, we've got enough space, for sure. Turn the little bugger on. Take the lid off. Let's put on the USB stick. Okay, we're going to go straight to print. And that's the one. Okay, let's put the lid back on. Let's go. Hopefully, we get a good print. All right, there's no point in watching the thing the whole time. So I'll get back to you when the print's ready. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to take 2 hours and 33 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys, so let's take a look at what's going on with the model. First things first, let's put on some gloves. Let's get on those gloves now because things are going to get messy. That's one of them. That's the next one. All right, let's make sure we've got some paper as well. Got some paper towels. Let's take a look if this actually worked. Yeah. Yeah, when you take the lid off, you can definitely sense those fumes. And unfortunately, believe it or not, that is a very, very fouled print. That's horrible. That print failed completely. which means they're all stuck at the bottom. So this is going to get incredibly messy now. Man, there was a felt print. Ouch. It did not stick to the plate. I'm not too sure why not. But that's going to be incredibly difficult to put the plate inside here, clean up the plate. Take this little bugger here. Make sure there's no alcohol on it. Don't think there is. Let's take a look here. Yeah. It's definitely a felt print. We're not going to get that off the base plate. The only thing that might save us here is if we do a test clean, right? So let's give it a vat clean, and hopefully we can peel that thing off. It'll remove all the fouled prints at the bottom. We'll have to take a look at the slicer and see where we went wrong. This is ready. It's kind of hard to get this off. There we go. Now, I don't know if this removed the test prints. We can feel down here and see. Yeah, that feels perfect. That feels perfect. And there's our little failed prints on top there. I can put the plate back on. The plate looks good. Don't see anything here. The plate looks good. Don't want to touch the plate. Okay. Let's get the alcohol out the way. And we will get a fresh, a clean pair of gloves so we can do some alignments. Yeah, we've got a little pad as well, because that's not needed right now. That's going to be dirty. That's the job of that is just to be dirty, right? That's a dirty man. And make like this, so the vat can actually go in there, right? So the best I can do right now. Okay, next stage is let's put a piece of paper. I've got the one that came from the company. I'm going to put it inside here. And I'm going to loosen up these little bolts. Okay, so let's go to move to go home. That's a little house thing, right? That's home. And tighten the paper is tight. Okay. We can put the vat back on. Now we can go take a look at, I kind of feel I must take a look at the slicer, of course, and of course change some settings because I've done something wrong. That's perfect. I don't think we've got any dirt in it. Get rid of that. Put the lid back on. And let's go take a look at the slicer. Okay, so we're back in the program. Let's take a look what happened here. Not too sure why this failed. We have to make the supports bigger. I've used heavy. It kind of feels that it didn't stick on the build plate here. I think this is just too small. I think we need a bigger footprint down here, right? This over here has to become bigger. How do you do that? Oh. That should be good. There might be another possible way. I think that's enough of that. So, let's go. Delete that one, it was a total fail. And we'll just send the new one to it. Okay, my friends, round number 2. It's actually great because you guys can get a very good idea of the process of a new person trying to work with the printer as well. And I don't take this off. No, everything's ready. We re-leveled it. We cleaned the plate. Hopefully, that's all we have to do because that's my first fault ever. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. But anyway, now let's go back to print. I have made it 3 seconds instead of 2.5 seconds exposure. Hopefully that's going to be a bit better, maybe. Hopefully there's going to be a successful print. All right, guys, print number 2 is complete. Let's put the mat here, the dirty mat. At the same time, get ourselves gloves. Gloves. And let's see what's going on. Glove number 1. All right. I wonder if it worked this time. I have no idea. We'll take a look and see. Get that off. I didn't realize I spilled a little bit here earlier on. Some paper as well. Always need those paper towels with us. Always. All right. Yeah, I see them on the tab. This time. They actually printed. Thank goodness. So I'm not too sure what was wrong with the previous print. I have no idea which part I messed up on, but this one seems to have worked. So let's get this off. Make sure we don't spill anything. Oh man, I spilled it everywhere. Here they are here. They look fine. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I've made a mess on my printer. I'm pretty sure you've all done the same thing. But try to keep it clean as best as I can, anyway. All right. So first things first. Let me get them off the plate. Get the sharp part of this thing here. I'll be honest, they're not very tight on the plate. That kind of worries me a little bit, right? They weren't very tight, I mean, but they're not very big. So I don't know if that's a thing. But, that's slightly concerning. Okay, let me just try to scrub down the plate. I'll get a brush for this, right? Definitely have to get a brush for this poor plate. that's something. It should work. Now, next stage, of course, is get these little buggers as clean as we can. They actually look kind of real. They actually look incredible. I can't bring the camera. I can't bring it closer to the camera because let's try to remove them from the. Hold on. I can't pick it up. Yeah, let remove the cap. Okay, now what I do have is I've got another little pouch thing here, which has got clean alcohol, right? So it's like dirty alcohol, and this one's like clean. So first of all, I do them in the dirty stuff. You know, and then of course we just wash them off in the clean one. I feel like a toothbrush or something would be very, very helpful. Yeah, it didn't print the name at the bottom. You know what? I could have actually just printed them flat on the bottom. I'll be honest. The name only came out on one side. These little what you call them? Oh no, this one broke. Well, that one broke. Okay, we're going to be careful about that. So make sure we don't break another one. It's kind of a nice feeling when those things come off. And yeah, this is basically what it looks like. I'm not happy with the back, but I think the front doesn't look bad at all. Let's compare it to the real one. How close did we come to it? That's the real one, that's ours. Take a look at it, that's both of them together, right? It's actually incredibly close. Alright, let's go put them in the resin and then figure it out. Does it actually play? I'm happy with the way they came out. That's not the same plastic as the real one. Let me just tidy up here. A little bit of mess with the resin there and there. That's where this mat, okay, the mat is understandable. Alright, I don't know if this camera is going to break, but let's go try them out. Alright guys, so the curing, we do it like this. I bought one of these things for the nails, right? This is for women's nails. It actually works fine. Alright guys, well now we're going to be basically down to the final nitty gritty. Can it actually work? Does it play? I have no idea. Alright, for starters, we're just going to listen to the original. Okay, that's the original. Let's take a listen to the printed one. Yeah. wow, it actually plays. Okay, original one. We'll just printed one. I mean, it's got a different sound. The original one's got a bit more of a smoother, plasticky sound. And the printed one's got a much more sharper sound. Nice. I'm incredibly impressed. It actually worked. There's some kind of nostalgia about playing with your own made product, or whatever you can call it, your own made platform. You know, it just feels different. It sounds different, and it works. I haven't played the guitar in a very long time, but I haven't touched it. I must actually get back into it. Maybe this will be the inspiration that I needed, right? Maybe this was inspiration. It's got a unique sound. It definitely sounds different to the other one. But yeah. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. It was a long one, but I want to go through all the stages as I'm learning. In case somebody's interested, you guys can take a look at it as well, and you know, just see what programs I used, how we did it, and that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be helpful. I've been battling to kind of find my way around it, but for 3 days, I got the printer 3 days ago. I kind of feel getting into the CAD stuff and eventually making a cool platform that I can actually use, and it sounds decent. It's got a unique sound. Wow, unbelievable. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and best of luck. I'll be making a lot more of these, and a lot of them will be on another channel, which will be more technically orientated as I progress with the 3D printing and that kind of stuff. But a lot of them are going to be, the music ones will be on Zoe Be Free as well. So the music ones I'll be putting on this channel. Yeah. As always, guys, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.